And welcome back to the main event, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else. This week was Slammiversary. Phenomenal.
Oh,
Stick
I
around,
like
we'll
that.
find out
I
what the
like
fellas
that.
think.
I like that. That's good, that.
That's the thing I could come with that one. That's all. And it literally come to me. Come to me. It's the
Yeah.
only thing I could think that, like this week, what would be the biggest thing that's come out, and it would be
AJ.
the phenomenal return to TNA.
Yeah.
Obviously, stick around. We will discuss it in a little while. But first of all, most importantly, Matthew, how are we doing?
All good, mate. I'm all good. Same shit, different day in terms of everything else, but how I feel, I'm alright. Shirt fits me.
Good stuff.
When we went Clash at the Castle, don't know how. I've not been trying to lose weight or anything. I've just stopped eating shit, so maybe I'm doing something right. So I'm pretty proud of myself. And one of my United shirts fits as well, which hasn't fit in a while, which I'm really happy with. So happy fucking days,
Good
mate.
stuff.
So how are you,
Good
mate?
stuff. Yeah, good, mate. Good. I'm a week off. So I've got a week off this
Oh,
week.
I
I've
love
got
that.
work Friday. Um,
Long
but
one.
yeah, I'm good.
Long one on Friday, or
9, 11, 11. 11, 9, sorry.
bit shit, innit?
Yeah, don't. I'm in a good mood.
Okay.
Don't ruin
Okay.
it. But yeah, no, I'm in a good mood. Playing a new game this week, which I'm really enjoying. Anybody's seen it? If you don't have a look at it, it's absolutely excellent. Ready or Not. It's been on PC for absolute ages. It's
That
been poured
was
over
the
to PS5.
fucking game I was meant to look at. I forgot about that. I
Absolutely
was meant to
fantastic
message
game.
you and never did. Is it
Absolutely
good?
fantastic game. Yeah, it's just we'll talk about it afterwards because I want to. This is about wrestling. I don't want to bore people, but you got a lot of set of levels. There's not hundreds of levels, but every time you go into it, everything in the level, your mission's the same, but
Yeah.
where everything is changes every time,
Oh,
and it
so is it
can
not
get difficult without.
like what like a Call of Duty thing or
No,
Rainbow Six Siege?
I believe it's no. I believe it's closest to like Rainbow
Oh.
Six, like early days ones. I never played them back then.
Ah, okay.
Basically, give people an idea what it is. You are a SWAT unit, and you put into situations. You got to defuse them. And they've all got like a story to the areas, and
Fairs.
basically, you. It's not like COD or anything like that where you've got like you picking ammo up and you can literally have unlimited ammo. No, you go in with 5 clips of ammo, and you've got to keep track of your ammo. You've got sidearms, some literally. You've got to put your whole kit together before you go in. Um, and yeah, you get assigned missions of like so some of them could be literally just stop the chaos and rescue civilians. Others will be like finding like there's one mission in a hotel where you've got to find a sniper, the rifles as well, and
Oh,
amongst other
fairs.
things. But you've got to work as a unit. It's multiplayer and it's solo. If you play as a solo, you control the unit. If you obviously play multiplayer, you've got to work as a team. It's all about like breaching doors, looking under the doors with cameras and stuff like that, and getting in safely. But it's really entertaining. Everyone's have a look at it, ready or not. I might stream it if my laptop allows me at some point this week. It's whether my laptop allows me to stream it. It's been behaving the last few times we've used it, so we'll see. But yeah, if you look out for that.
No,
KJB
brilliant.
1988 over on Twitch. Put up Matt 89 over on Twitch.
Yeah. Come join us. Come join us. Yeah, TNA, like you said, the phenomenal one. Return to TNA this weekend. TNA Slammiversary. We did our first ever TNA pay per view live on TikTok, and it was very successful. And it made me think maybe I should start doing TNA more. So I think that's what we're gonna do. However, money because we've obviously John buys AEW. So I might do the TNA. So then he can watch TNA in his own time, and I can watch AEW like we have been doing. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So look out, unless it's on the same day as a WWE and AEW, we'll have it on at the same time. Maybe I'll have TNA on as well as AEW kind of thing, because sometimes TNA do it on a Friday night, rather than a Sunday. So it all depends on shifts and stuff. But we'll let you know. Keep an eye on the TikTok page, Wrestling Fellas, and the Facebook page, because we'll put it on there first, so you guys know when we're going to go live. Obviously, we're still going to be live for all WWE and AEW. That is not changing. Because I've made sure I booked off all WWE and AEW pay-per-views, so we're all good. I don't know why I book them off. Can see what shifts I can get. So TNA Slammiversary, big success. It was the first sellout pay-per-view for TNA since 2012, I believe they said. 7,600 people went to go and see it. Obviously, last minute advertisement of AJ Styles helped boost them ticket sales, as well as Trick potentially going to lose the NXT Championship. And then it was only announced 2 weeks ago that it was JCJ. Oh no, last week it was JCJ versus Masha Slamovich, title versus title, as well. So obviously then last minute ticket sales got boosted by the announcements for a few matches. Obviously the Fatal 4-Way tag match, ladder match, was a big hit as well. But we're going to go through TNA there quick. We'll move on to say some AEW and WWE news, and we'll have a chat. And we'll read your comments. We're going to read your comments on videos today, because some of them are very questionable. And we can have a good discussion about them. So TNA. John said he watched it afterwards, so he has watched it. Thank you for everyone that joined the live. Thank you for all the gifts. There was a lot of gifts, so thank you very much. A lot of likes. Some bastards came in, but we won't talk about them. What do you make of the show altogether, John?
I enjoyed it. Some of the matches went a lot quicker than I expected them to. So, like, felt like the main event was very quick, and then the pre-show match that what I really was looking forward to with Enzo and Zilla, that was over. Enzo's promo was longer than the match.
Fucking was.
So I'm a bit disappointed because I don't feel like that showed off
Zilla
and Enzo,
yeah, I agree.
And the other guy as much as it should have done. Especially Zilla. Yeah. Especially Zilla. It didn't show off Zilla enough for people that don't watch, like, don't get clips of him online and stuff, and probably want to know what the big Raven is about. We didn't see much. We've seen it enough, but no, that's wrong. Didn't see enough.
No,
We've seen a taster.
Yeah.
We didn't see enough to see why Enzo was calling him the most dangerous man in the bloodline.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
And I didn't. I wanted to see why WWE will potentially bring it in, and I didn't see anything. So yeah, I know why. Like you said, clips and TikToks and stuff, you see it. I wanted to actually see a match with my own eyes, on a big on a scale like TNA, and it was just. I've got the match timings there as well, so we'll go through them. But it started. There was a pre-show. The pre-show was an hour long, and you had 3 matches on the pre-show. There was only advertised 2. However, one was longer than the one that wasn't announced was longer than the Zilla one. You had the Elegance brand, Ash by Elegance, and Heather by Elegance. That defeated the Inspiration of Cassie Lee and Jessie McKay. If you're not aware who they are the Iconics that were in WWE. Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. And Ash by Elegance, obviously, is Dana Brooke. I will say, I know I big Dana Brooke up. That's because I thought she was fit. She can't wrestle. She still hasn't improved. It has been she left WWE 2 years ago now, I think. Was it 2 years ago? And she still hasn't improved, even in TNA. Where Gail Kim was trying to improve the knockouts. And she just didn't. She's not. There was. I don't like calling out botches and stuff, but there was a lot of botches. There was a lot of mistimings. Cassie Lee got annoyed at one point because someone was supposed to come in at one point. It looked a bit of a mess. It was 8 minutes and 30 seconds, but I feel like Cassie and Jess deserved a bit more than the Elegance brand, personally. But I don't know what tag teams TNA have got at the moment for women. So I don't know. The Hometown Man, which is just It's Cody Deaner, for people that didn't know, in a mask. Because he got fired. Storyline fired. So he came back as a different persona. As a shit El Generico. And he's got a feud with Eric Young at the moment. Eric Young needs to retire. He's got nothing about him on the mic anymore. He's very slow in the ring. I just feel like it's time for him to take a step back and go. It's starting to get to that point where he can't go. He's not an AJ Styles who can still go. If you put AJ Styles in there with Cody Rhodes or with a Seth Rollins or a younger Trick Williams, it's gonna bang because it's AJ Styles and he still can go. Eric Young is very. I think the matches he's had has took a toll on his body. You can tell because he's not moving like he used to. Unfortunately, that got 4 minutes and 10 seconds. The match because it was a very impromptu match. He came out to no ovation. The music is very Def Rebel. As I say, that's the issue with the women in WWE. No one knows who they fucking are because buy your top ones because all the music sounds the same.
Yeah.
Then you've got the match that John's just been talking about that should have been so much longer and should have been so much more. The rope breakers from it was Enzo Real One, Zilla Fatu and Josh Bishop against Steve Mackel and Jake Something and Mance Warner. I hate Mance Warner. They should have just kept with PCO with Steph Delander. I know why they didn't, obviously, but like there's nothing to him. There's nothing to any of them but Steve Macklin.
But should have kept Steph Delander with Matt Cardona.
Yeah. Well, she got injured. No, Matt got injured, so then she went to do something with PCO. And then when that feud was starting to when all that was coming to a head and she was going to marry him, blah 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 storyline. That's when Matt returned, and then PCO did the fucking fell out with the company and said some things, and they just scrapped the Steph Delander Matt Cardona shit, and Matt Cardona did his own thing. So he got 3 minutes. Zilla Fatu got 3 minutes. So we've had 2 matches on the pre-show.
Go back and watch. See how long in Enzo's promo went on for, because that definitely went on for more than 3 minutes.
I think it's got to be close to like 4 minutes or something like that promo. Because it got to one point I'm like, this promo needs to stop now. Because I get what he's doing. He's bigging up Zilla. And he's bigging up himself. I get what he's doing. And I liked it. And then it got to a point where I was talking to in the chat. And I was talking to Dave and stuff. And I was like, is he still going on? Because I've switched off. But I like Enzo's promos in general. I really do. I think he's one of the best talkers on the mic. I just thought it went on for too long. And it went on longer than the match did. That's your issue. Also, the panel for their pre-shows, who invited half of them? Bar Tommy Dreamer. You got Gia Miller.
Well, yeah. I think she's part.
She's obviously part of TNA. She's an ex-wrestler. She wrestled for OVW and some independent companies. So that's fine. I've got no issue with her, even though she was very boring and she had no tone in her voice. It was just very monotone. Then you had him with the glasses from Busted Open Radio. What's his name? He talks shit.
I forget his name, but he's close mates with Tommy Dreamer and
Dreamer and Bubba.
And Bubba.
Yeah. So that I know why he was there, but he shouldn't be. And then there's the other guy. There was another guy that I've never seen him in my life. Long hair. He didn't. They asked him a question. It took him about 2 minutes before he realised what they actually asked him. I'm like, what is this?
I want a competition or something.
He looked like he did win a competition, to be fair. He did honestly look like it. And when I'm watching it, I'm like, I call WWE's pre-shows because they go on for, and AEW's, by the way, because of how long they go on for. They have like 2 hour fucking pre-shows. But at least I can listen to Big E speak and like, what's her name? Jackie Redmond. She has something about her. And then when they throw a wrestler on there, like, sometimes they throw Punk on there, or Seth comes out, or Sheamus. Like, at least I can listen to it. It was boring. And I'm like, what is this? So the pre-show was
I fast
naff.
forwarded right through to the
Yeah, no, the
that
pre-show.
match. That's what I did.
The only reason, because I went live dead quick, and the only reason I went down live dead quick because they started a match and I thought it was going to be the Zilla Fatu match. I didn't know there was another 2 matches on there. And it was the
Right.
Ash by Elegance one. And I was like, I could have fucking waited another fucking half an hour here. But we went live, we had a bit of fun. It was all good. So we started off with the match of the night for me. Mustafa Ali against Cedric Alexandra. Banger. I have on my phone for when we do the Wrestling Fellas Awards. Every time I watch a match that I think is match of the year, I put it in it. That went straight on it. I thought it was fucking mint from top to bottom. And Mustafa finally beat Cedric. Because apparently he's only beaten once in his whole career. Now he's beaten twice. Fucking great match. That had 14 minutes. That was the longest. Oh no, it weren't. It wasn't the longest match of the night. I lie. Matt Cardona and the System defeated Darkstay. I will carry on saying this till the cows come home. Cutler James looks weird being in Darkstay. He's too much of a babyface.
It's too clean cut. There's another one, and obviously I don't know the names of that state, but the one that the one that comes out with, he's always got like, it's like he's forgot how to put his top on fully.
Is that Dion Lennox? I think that's Dion Lennox. I think that's the one.
He always comes out. He's got one arm in his sleeve and one arm it's not. I've said it before. I've got a thing about uniform with groups, and him coming out like that.
I don't mind him.
Like it's you know what, it's just that like they're all out. None of the rest of them are wearing any sort of tops or anything. Or if you're going to wear a top, get them a t-shirt. Get them their own
It was. He
merch.
just couldn't get it on.
Yeah, yeah. Well, none of the rest of them, but have them all wearing them, having like cut off at the sides,
I know what
whatever.
you mean. I know what you mean.
It just when he comes out with that, it distracts me from what they're meant to be because it literally looks like he's been talking to someone, half put his t-shirt, and then they're going, right, you've got to go, and he's like, what? And he's still trying to put his
I
top
know
on
what
as
you
he's
mean.
coming out.
I know what you mean. I don't. For me, that's not an issue. I get what you mean, and I get a lot of people are like that. Like, just look at Cutler James, and I'm not talking about skin color or anything here, but when you just look at him, he's too much of a clean cut. He looks like if you've put him in Seth Rollins' group, he'd probably fit in because he's got the mold to be one of those guys. Whereas you put him in this kind of group where it's a heel group, and they're all doing low blows, holding onto the rope, pulling tights, using weapons. He's not that kind of person. You can just tell by looking at him. And I feel like
No,
they could.
it just doesn't fit the group, and it's not like you say, not anything to do with race or anything like that. He just doesn't fit that
He
group. You
just
could have
doesn't.
probably
Yeah.
picked somebody else from
Do you know what you could have
that
used?
show.
Jasper Troy. Jasper Troy, who I know you.
Or even use the one that's
LFG.
even the one that's using the one that they used to have a storyline with Bubba Ray. You could have used him because
No, no. BJ Ray
then
wouldn't
there's a
work.
storyline of why they're revolting because he's leading them because he's the one that had
Well,
issues
this
with
is
it.
another thing about him. I don't. My theory is they're working with Trick because every time Trick's in the ring, they attack everyone else and Trick rolls out and they don't even go after him. But then there was one episode of NXT where him, Ober, and Javon Evans were in the ring, and they attacked Trick, and Javon rolled out the ring. So I thought, oh, okay, they're working for Javon. But since the TNA, since Trick won the TNA title, Dark State have not touched Trick. They've touched Joe and Santana, and obviously the System and Matt Cardona. So now I'm like, well, they're working with Trick again. But then in the main event, they didn't come out. So I'm like, what are they? Like with the Shield, they came out and the whole thing was they were working with CM Punk to help CM Punk. That was originally what the Shield was supposed to be, and then they were going to break away from that, do their own thing, and then they did what they did. With this, it's like, what is it? What's the whole thing behind it? We don't know. No one's had an interview. No, they're not spoke in the ring. It's very. It seems very rushed to get a group of guys on there because they've got nothing to do with them. nothing to do for them. So they thought, right, we'll do this and we'll hope for the best. And it's great. I think it's a great concept. But you need to remove one of the guys and actually find out what is going on, why they're doing what they're doing, and the story behind them all. There's just now. So. But yeah, the system of Matt Cardona won. Matt Cardona still gets a pop no matter where he goes with his music. I like seeing him and Brian Myers tag team again. Dango, don't know what the fuck he's doing in the system. I love how they're all being serious, posing on the ropes, and then Dango's doing his little hip thrusts. And I'm like, I love him, and I think he's great, but he shouldn't be in the system. Like, the system's a serious ass group.
I think Dango forgets that he's not Fandango no more.
I think he does. Didn't help when he came back to NXT with his Fandango music.
Yeah.
That got 6 minutes. Then you had Indy Hartwell versus Tessa Blanchard, who came out with Victoria Crawford. If no one knows who Victoria Crawford is, it's Alicia Fox, who used to be in WWE. That got 15 minutes. Alicia Fox. A great match. I thought there was a point in the match where it was a bit sloppy. I felt like it was on the Indy's side more than Tessa's. Obviously, Tessa's still getting hate. She's still getting a chance of you're racist and stuff like that. I do feel like they're setting up for Tessa to win the championship. That's why JC James won the NXT title. I feel like they're going to push Tessa to win that title now, so they can try and go, look, she saved NXT at TNA. I feel like that's what they're going to do. They're going to try and go down that road.
But, yeah, so with her being suspended indefinitely because she attacked that Gia woman after the match, that makes me think she's going to turn up in NXT.
Quite possibly. And I feel like the WWE audience probably won't call her a racist because they're probably not tuned in. The NXT audience won't be tuned in as much to TNA or what it was a few years ago. They might be. I might be totally wrong, but I just don't think they will. After watching NXT and watching, I don't think they will. I think it was in a town like Chicago or over here. Or what's the other one that's pretty loud? Atlanta. It's one of the big wrestling cities.
New York.
I feel like it is New York. If it was like the Hammerstein Ballroom, for example, I feel like then it would. But because it's in the Performance Center, plus WWE will probably say you can't chant this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because they're very in the Performance Center. From what I've read, when you go in, you get told you can't say you can't chant certain things like racist chants or anything like, obviously. But it was a very good match. I love the fact Indy's actually getting a good run in TNA. I hope she does win that Knockouts Championship soon because she deserves it. As she shouldn't have been released from WWE. She should have been given a better fucking storyline. Her and Candice.
She not asked for it.
No. A contract came up.
I feel like I've seen an interview where she says she asked for it.
No, a contract came up. She said on Chris Van Vliet, a contract came up and she got told they weren't renewing it.
Okay.
JC Jane defeated Masha Slamovich, so she's now the NXT Women's Champion and the TNA Knockouts Championship champion. That was 12 minutes. It was a good match. I've not rated Masha Slamovich as much as people did. But after watching this, I do think she's great. I don't think she's WWE kind of talent. I feel like she's more AEW talent. If she was gonna, I'm not saying obviously she is, but if she was gonna break away and they release her for whatever reason, I feel like she'd probably do better in AEW than WWE.
I feel like she might have made an appearance on there. I'm not sure.
Or on AEW.
Yeah.
She might have done. I don't know. Impact, Westside. No, she hasn't. No. But she would suit AEW more than she would suit WWE. Whereas Jordan Grace, you looked at her and you knew she was WWE bound.
Yeah.
JC's come on a lot people like to hate on JC because she's not Mandy Rose, or she's not Stephanie Vaquer, or Julia, or Roxanne. JC is great. She's come on leaps and bounds. A match at Evolution was fantastic. A match here with Masha was great. People just don't like to give chances to people that feel like
Not their
they're...
favourites.
Yeah, literally it. And it's like, she's great. It's like Naomi. Naomi gets hate, and I don't know why. Because she's great at the moment.
Yeah.
People are complaining about it. I was speaking to John before. There was someone did a video about it, how WWE and TNA and how WWE are calling the shots on the storylines, and that it's out of order for WWE to do that. In my point of view, it's not the thing you should be pointing out to WWE. It's Carlos Silva, the TNA president. He's the one that's going, yeah, okay, no worries, let's do it. Unless it's a big payoff. I said this on the comment, and I said it to John before. If it's a big payoff for Bound for Glory, and they push Indy, or they push Tessa, and it's like TNA win back everything, and TNA's better than NXT, then fair enough. I'm all for it. Well, it is literally WWE going, if you're having our talent, they're winning your titles, and Carlos is like, okay. Then it's the TNA president you need to look at.
Quite financial in it as well, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
But no, it's... Well, I was going to touch on this once we talked about the main event.
Okay. We can do still if you want.
But no, it's fine. We do it now. But yeah, no, that was the only thing I took away from it. Was that... God, spoiler here, guys, because we haven't got to it, but we will talk about it. Obviously, the TNA top titles, the men's and women's, are on NXT Superstars.
Yeah.
But I'm totally with... I get where it comes from. It seems very WWE driven. Who won that? Who won them? But at the same point, if I'm the owner of a company, the Wrestling Fellas Federation, the WFF, and somebody come in and want to work for us, then yeah, I don't mind you talent having it, but you're not. I would then say, well, hang on, right, you can have your one of your women, yeah, or your men. Not have them both. I need somebody from my company representing me.
Definitely.
At the same point. And I get they've got the Hardy Boys as the tag champions. I get that, but let's be honest.
TNA.
Deep down though, deep down, they're WWE guys.
Yeah, even when they're in AEW, they were. They'll always be WWE guys.
They're WWE guys, but that was the only thing I come away with it was because I feel like because of the location as well with the main event, they could have paid off and had a big moment at their biggest pay-per-view in 13 years for a superstar. It would have been that would have been their version of Cody finishing the story.
Yeah.
Hangman getting his moment, and then
Santana.
Mike getting his.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't think Trick was winning, to be fair. We'll get onto the main event soon, but it's like we'll talk about the other two matches, and then we'll come on to that because then I could go on a little bit more. Leon Slater defeated Moose again. Fantastic match. Leon Slater, I think he's 18 years old. Youngest ever.
18 or 19.
Yeah, youngest ever X Division champion now. He'll do well, Leon Slater. He'll do very well. I can see him having a few matches in NXT with like Javon Evans. I think him and Javon would have a great match. Him and Cedric, him and Ali, him and Nick Nemeth, I feel like will be great matches. And Leon's got a fucking massive future ahead of him. And he's English. Who doesn't love an Englishman with a championship?
I think he might be man.
Bradford. Is Bradford, wasn't he?
Is it Bradford?
Let's have a look. Yeah, Bradford.
Because he's always done a lot of wrestling around Manchester for companies.
Yeah, Ted was like he was been a future shock. Moose is injured. I think he wrestles every week, and even when he was showing up in NXT, he was also doing TNA stuff. So I think he's probably going to have a couple of weeks where he doesn't wrestle and just chills out and recovers and gets back into probably the main event to try and take the title away from Trick. That got 15 minutes. The longest match of the night, the Hardy Boys defeated the Nemeths, the Rascals as well, the tag team. Rascals and First Class in AJ Francis and Casey Navarro. Fucking great match. Great ladder match. When you think ladder matches, you think WWE. Everyone does, but you think WWE ladder matches where big silver ladders going through tables. They didn't need any of that. They had the ladders that they had. They were putting them through ladders, throwing them through shit. It was great. AJ Francis probably ain't gonna have kids anymore. God rest his soul. But like AJ Francis again, he's been working on shit and he's getting better. And he's just one of those heels you love to hate. Hardy's obviously won with Jeff Hardy pressing a button and a ladder fell down from the thing and he climbed the ladder with a massive pop, which seemed like forever he took to climb that fucking ladder.
And then he did the jitterbug on it.
And yeah, and then halfway through he was like that. And then took him ages to try and take the titles down as well. God knows where everybody was at this point, but Matt Hardy was holding the fucking ladder. Great ladder match. Hardy Boys won. Bully Ray came out after it and obviously said they're the pinnacle of tag team wrestling, no matter where they've gone. But they've not held as many titles as Team 3D, and then challenged them to a match at Bound for Glory. So Bound for Glory, it's going to be Team 3D, whether we have Devon or not. Could be Spike, could be Devon's son, we don't know. Against the Hardy Boys one more time. Please AEW, please let Edge and Christian just do one match outside of AEW and let us have Edge and Christian versus the Dudleys versus the Hardys one more time. Full Metal Mayhem. Let me have it. Inject it.
Well, I would say once the TNA NXT stuff's over, he could potentially get a bit in Bubba's now back being a company man, isn't he? So
yeah, oh, definitely. I've also read something about Cope this week, today, which is intriguing. We'll talk about AEW in a minute. And then you had Trick Williams against Joe Hendry and Mike Santana. Like John said, it was a perfect opportunity to put the title on Santana in New York. He didn't. They kept on Trick. Trick faked an injury, which I actually thought was legit because the amount of doctors were around him. And then at one point, he was on the ramp for far too long, and I just turned around and went, "He's not injured. He's on the ramp for way too long than he should be here." And then obviously Joe Hendry hit the chokeslam. He ran in, pinned. Was it Joe Hendry or was it Santana?
Santana hit the clothesline.
Santana hit the clothesline, went for the pin, and Trick ran in and got the cover and won. So Trick is still the champion, and the TNA title was on Raw this week. As Trick was calling out the Undertaker because Undertaker's going to be on NXT because of the LFG. So obviously his LFG team is going to probably beat up Trick. But we'll see what happens on NXT tonight. But that was Slammiversary. It's very good. Worth the money I paid. Well, it was only £15, but it was worth it. I was a bit iffy at the time I'm doing it, but I'm very glad I did because it was a great event.
I think with TNA, I think with WWE and AEW, you have expectations of them being great, and it sometimes let us down. Sometimes it pays off. I think with TNA, the way I approached TNA, I had no expectations. I had little to no expectations. I just wanted to watch some wrestling that wasn't at WWE or AEW this week, and the matches there that intrigued me. I was praying for the Mike Santana payoff. I wanted to see Zilla. What match was I looking forward to? Oh, the System against Dark State. Even though I don't know much about the Dark State, I love Cardona and Brian Myers, so that was a win for me. And Eddie Edwards as well. I can give Dango a miss. I was never a Dango fan.
Oh, I was. Dead.
I was more of a No Way Jose guy. That was
I loved it. No, to be fair, I was more of an Adam Rose guy, but I was a Rosebud. I were a lemon. Like other people were. I were a lemon. Moving on to AEW. Not much come out. Obviously, Dynamite was last week, and Collision. John Moxley choking out Colt Cabana. It's all right Dynamite, to be fair. To follow up from.
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it was better than I thought it was going to be. I did enjoy it. But the biggest news coming out of AEW at the moment is the contracts. As always, there's always contract talk with both companies. At the moment, there's quite a few contracts coming to an end for AEW, or we believe are coming to an end. One of those is Private Party. We know that WWE, well, we've been told that WWE are very interested in bringing Private Party in once their contracts run out. However, according to Sean Rossap, Private Party is still signed to AEW. They haven't been factored into creative since the title loss. They've simply not been brought up backstage when it comes to story planning. There's no indication that return is worked out. Despite the silence on AEW side, there's been legitimate interest from WWE about the team that said Private Party remains under contract with AEW for now. No final decision has been made in regards to their next move. Dave Meltzer put that the team contracts would be expiring very soon. Take that, as we always say when we do
that
these.
Is, yeah,
Pinch of
I
salt.
think you got to think about it. You got to cast your mind back to Phoenix. He added months on Phoenix contract for injuries.
Yes.
One half of Pirate Party's been injured since he started in the company. So he owes
WWE
him
do
time.
that as well, don't they? WWE did Jeff Hardy before they released him.
I'll be really honest though with Private Party. They wouldn't be missed off AEW. They're not on AEW TV. They're not bringing anything to it. It's not like Panther and Phoenix or Malachi. They're not bringing anything. So this
I
could
didn't
be a
rate the
move for
title
them
run they had
working
anyway.
there.
They won the title as I think they had a match and then they were off TV for a good few weeks before they faced Hurt Syndicate and lost.
Yeah. So the best run that Private Party had, they weren't even in as a group because one of them was injured. It was when they were working with Matt Hardy with Big Money Matt. That was when they were at the best, but one of them was off TV most of the time. Other news from AEW, certain Mr. William Ospreay has had to take time off due to being banged up. And
I'm surprised he takes 9 finishes.
Yeah, so yeah, he has taken time off TV because of the heavy work schedule he's been put under, which is his choice, by the way. So people say, give him. The guy chooses to fly back home to England every week after, have a day or two back in England and fly back out.
I was going to say, how can they do that now? Because Alex Windsor's in AEW. So surely they brought the kids over.
No, she'll be back and forth. She won't begin. She'll be on limited appearances as well. She'll be on a probably a pack deal, that sort of thing.
Why do you let your talent do that? You just don't. And this ain't me having a freaking dig at Will like because it's AEW. I'd be pissed off at WWE let someone do that like Pete Dunne. Like why? Especially with Will Ospreay.
But she's more ROH anyway at the moment.
No, I know, but I mean I'm talking about Will. I'm talking more about Will, not
yeah.
Alex. Like he's your top.
Will hasn't got a pack contract, so his contract basically they fly him in and out every week.
Yeah. But I don't get it.
He spends more time in the air than he does on land. That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted his contract, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why WWE didn't sign him, because they probably wanted him to live in America more.
Well, yeah, because Triple H took the dig at him, didn't he? Saying if you don't want to put the work in, then.
Yeah.
And then I got told that was wrong by Triple H to say that, but obviously now it's fucking affected Will Ospreay.
No,
he needs time off.
Yeah. So he's banged up and he's taking time off. Thing is, though, is obviously the AEW fan base is absolutely loving it at the moment, but it takes too long off. Is he going to run cold? Hopefully.
Well, I don't think so.
Takes him out of the main event picture for a bit, then yeah, it would do, but...
With Forbidden Door coming up as well, he won't be out that long. They want him in
Swerve, who called Swerve out this week? Was it Okada?
I watched that much wrestling this week, I can't remember.
Me too. That's what I think it was Okada called out Swerve this week to set up Swerve and Okada, which, if I'm right, yeah, because everybody was banging on about it.
Okada doing another pay-per-view on the trot? Fucking hell.
Yeah. Don't cancel me now. The Young Bucks repackaging has been brilliant. If you've seen it on Dynamite,
yes,
they've took away all EVP privileges, so they've got a really shitty Titantron. They've no fireworks. they literally just announced them as Nick and Matt Jackson, the Young Bucks.
Yeah, so
There's all the special treatment's gone. It's so good. Yeah, Mox doing the chain around the throat of Colt Cabana. Now, for people who don't know why is he going after Colt Cabana, there's a long storyline there. Colt Cabana was a member of the Dark Order, who were Adam Page's best friends when everybody else left him behind. So that'll be why he's gone after Colt to try and take down people close to Adam. To get back into that one. What else did I read? Obviously, you've touched on Samoa Joe's off TV now for a while. He's doing Twisted Metal, is it? Season 2?
yes,
Season 2? Yeah. He
Season
also has
2,
been
I
announced
think.
for Full of Wrestling in February.
Full of
Which I'm
wrestling. I
very
mean, the
excited
last
about.
British Beefcake and Mighty United, I'm not really asked about, to be quite honest with you, but
Yeah, that's the feed the ones
yeah,
who
yeah.
want the nostalgia. They've got another
Okada did
announcement
call
this
out
evening,
Swerve. It was Okada.
which could be a good match. Could be a very good match. It could be an absolute banger for Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other news that come out of AEW this week.
Tony Storm and Athena built up their impending match. You had $100,000 women's four-way. Willow, Chris Statlander, Queen, Anamita, and Thekla. And then you had the
Oh,
trios.
Thekla was officially signed to AEW this week.
What she fucking was anyway. They put it on Instagram.
She was on it, so he's put a post out, TK, that she was on because of the way she left in Stardom by attacking
Oh, I've
the
seen
general
that.
manager.
I've seen that.
He put her on a
Yeah.
45-day probation. She's passed the probation, so she has now decided to
Good.
sign her full time.
Like they weren't not gonna sign her. Get out. Get out.
Yeah.
Something WWE do that. Fuck me.
Yeah, AEW come off it all right this week.
Yeah, it was
WWE.
good. The main event was obviously trios, and it was Paige, Hobbs, and Briscoe versus the Death Riders. I was talking about Colt
Also,
before.
good documentary on YouTube. Sorry, good
Uh-huh.
documentary about Mark Briscoe. The Briscoes have got a documentary with AEW on YouTube. Talks about their history and obviously after losing Jamming. So it's quite a good one. We want to watch that.
Yeah, I'll go and give that a watch. Colt's contract is apparently ending very soon. Obviously, he's been injured, so he'll probably get added on. But people are hoping that his final, John Cena's final match will be Edge at Ruthless Aggression. But obviously, if Edge was out for a long time, so it'd probably get added on. So probably not. It'd be cool if it was not. It'd be fucking mint. Edge and Cena one more time.
That'll be one he'll definitely add that back on. He's going to add any injury time back on.
Yeah,
It
because
will
he
be that one.
knows as soon as Edge goes back to WWE, he'll have that match with Cena, and it'll be fucking money. So
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson's done an interview, obviously talking about AEW issues and everything that's been going on. He said he's not involved in creative. He's joked about a couple of assholes backstage. He says, "Yeah, I'm officially a consultant, but I mean, I don't honestly do that much." He explained that while he's still technically involved, AEW's creative direction has been largely independent. I haven't had much of anything to do with creative in AEW, but I think the AEW shows for the last several months have just been incredible. You know, I watch the products every week at home, both shows, and I just think that the people are the wrestlers, people in creative, everybody's doing such a great job. He also added that he's never been afraid to critique wrestling storylines, whether it's WWE or AEW. He said, "Listen, I'm not afraid to be critical of creative process. Like, maybe even when I was in WWE, I was like, okay, sometimes this feels like a parody of wrestling to me. I wrote that in my book that was put out by WWE, and he did. He criticised WWE a lot when he was there. He praised AEW's current team of quality of recent programming. He said, yeah, the last several months of AEW has been really good. We've got great people backstage. We've got great writing crew, great producers. Blah, 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 blah. Put my teeth back in. Great producers. We're really good. We've got a lot of good people. We also have a couple of assholes." That was the main gist of it. But yeah, he's not involved in creative as much. But he is backstage in a consultation way. Don't know. Chris Statlander's in a relationship. If anyone that really cares. We won't go into fucking idiots because we're coming into the wrestling community very soon. Deonna Purrazzo, as much as people think she's leaving AEW because she's not on TV and she's very unhappy, she is contracted till the end of 2026, so she's not going anywhere. She's locked in. I think that's it for AEW. Death Before Dishonor has changed date for the third time. Alex Windsor wins her AEW Collision debut. And I think that was it. Oh yeah, Thekla officially signs. That's there. Apparently, Bryan Danielson is also training to be a firefighter.
Oh.
Can you imagine your name coming into your house going, before putting the fire out? Fucking love it. SummerSlam is shaping up very well. There is 8 matches announced. We know it's a 2-night event, so everyone don't get excited. We'll get 8 matches on one night. We haven't. Oh, we've got 9 matches, sorry. A couple of matches were announced last night. Dominic Mysterio is officially facing AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship. It was also announced last night that Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria is, obviously we knew that was happening. However, there has now been a stipulation put on that it is no disqualification, no count out, and it's a last chance match for Lyra Valkyria to win the Intercontinental Championship. If Lynch wins, Valkyria can no longer challenge for the title as long as Lynch is champion. We also know that Judgment Day is facing Charlotte and Alexa. Solo, Jacob in a steel cage. Naomi, Rhea, Io, Gunther Punk, Orton, Jelly Roll, Drew, Logan, Tiff, Jade, and Cena and Cody. We're also probably going to get a tag match with Jay and Roman versus Braun and Braun after what happened on Raw last 2 weeks. So it's shaping up very, very nicely. There's not much coming from WWE this week, to be fair. Trick obviously calling out Taker. The AJ Styles segment wasn't originally planned to be that. So according to John Alba of Sports Illustrated, multiple sources TNA confirmed that AJ was originally scheduled to appear in a segment with Frankie Kazarian, but it was changed by TNA a few hours leading up to it.
When Frankie Kazarian come out at the main event.
Yeah. Oh, he's been in and around the main event title picture. They got asked whether it was a WWE thing or a TNA thing, and apparently it was a TNA thing. It was nothing to do with WWE. They changed what they wanted to do and hand over the X Division to someone young in Leon Slater. Anything else? Oh, Cody on SmackDown. A little bit of heel work. You watched SmackDown with the contract signing between him and Cena. Cena was like, I'm not going to be at SummerSlam. My mental health is not great. I've got stuff going on, and Netflix want me to film a load of things, and I'm taking some time off. And it's Cody attacked him and made him sign the contract. A little bit of heel there by Cody Rhodes. He got a few boos. Did that, Cody, Mr. Babyface.
And you know what's great as well? The straw clutching on the straws.
Oh, go on. You like doing this as well. You do this sometimes. Go on.
Oh, I love it.
You love it. You love a straw to clutch onto. Go on.
Oh, yeah. So I've seen online people like, right, he's working with The Rock because he wore the same sort of glasses as The Rock was wearing.
The watch.
And he was wearing the same watch.
Yeah.
People, glasses, bit of whatever. But the watch, he bought Roman, The Rock, and himself the same watch for the WrestleMania as a gift. They all have the same watch. Don't get me wrong. I reckon it'd be great for a double twist, and that's how you get into Cody's heel turn. Is that he does align with The Rock?
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Hulk Hogan could be on his deathbed. We don't actually know.
He's not. He's not.
No one has heard or seen. Well, no one's heard about Hulk Hogan since he got took into hospital. And no one has been in touch with anyone to say what's going on with him. So people are now speculating that he has passed away and no one said anything. I'd tell you right now, if Hulk Hogan's passed away, WWE are making money on it. I'll tell you that right now.
He's been making announcements about this Real American thing that he's doing with Eric Bischoff.
No, that was he went in a hospital 2 weeks ago. He's not been out, and nothing's come out since.
They made an announcement about Kurt Angle being a commentator on it this week. I'm sure he made an
Bischoff
announcement
did that. He hasn't. He's in hospital.
All right.
He went in hospital 2 weeks ago because of his heart, and he's not come out. I'm not asked. I've never liked Hulk Hogan. So when people go, "Oh, you're jumping on bandwagons," I will tell you legitimately right now, I've never liked Hulk Hogan. I thought it was shit. Give me Savage any day of the week.
Hogan fan as a kid, but you grow up and you realise he's racist.
Naturally, a knobby.
Yeah.
And Netflix have released viewership for Raw since it came in, or certain ones. Now, they want to clarify that this is global views. Global views are defined as viewing hours divided by the runtime. The metric is representation of accounts viewing, not people viewing. They also added that the data reflects viewing that happened at any time from January to June, meaning some shows released later in the window, like Money in the Bank, had less time to rack up views. Those figures only represent the Netflix international audience. US fans will still stream on Peacock. So, obviously, Royal Rumble 2025 going into Royal Rumble. Oh, sorry, the Royal Rumble got 3 million views on Netflix from the international audience. Raw before they went streaming, Raw globally was always getting a 1.5, 1.7. And plus, obviously, WWE have lost out. Well, not lost out because they've gained like 13 billion or whatever it was to put WWE on Netflix. But obviously, pay-per-view buys that you used to get, obviously, they don't have anymore. WrestleMania 41 Sunday got 2.8 million views internationally. And WrestleMania 41 Saturday got 2.4 million views. Elimination Chamber got 1.9. Money in the Bank got 1.6. Backlash got 1.5. And Night of Champions got 1 million views. Obviously, they still stream theirs on Peacock over in the States, so that would be a separate figure. But internationally, that's what they're doing. I'd say that's pretty strong. I don't know what Raw's doing. I've got SmackDown or NXT. I couldn't tell you. I can't find it anywhere. I keep searching every single day. I don't know. I'm trying to look for max numbers for AEW Dynamite as well, because I'm really intrigued to see what they're doing as well. But that's what they're doing internationally for pay-per-view, or the last few pay-per-views. Evolution's obviously not on there. Is that all they've had? Rumble, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania, Backlash, Money in the Bank. They've not had many pay-per-views this year, have they? Normally we have about 20. Oh, they have had Saturday night's main events in there as well. Which obviously won't be there.
Yeah, that's YouTube, isn't it?
Aye. So, nothing else has come out of WWE. What I will say, and I wanted to say to you before, and I said it might ruin your thought process or day, is last night on Raw, the New Day said they need some help. Because Xavier Woods wearing trunks as well, by the way, was fucking weird. He wore trunks. I've never seen Xavier Woods wear trunks. And they need another member. Now Grayson Waller came in and went, Big G is here because Austin Theory's got injured and I've got rid of the dead weight. They obviously looked a bit like, nah, you're alright. Omos is supposed to be coming back. Could we get Big O as part of the New Day? Big O.
Yeah. I'm going to pretend you haven't said that.
Big O.
I'm just going to pretend you haven't said that.
Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, New Day 2.0.
It's called a Triple A. They send him down to Triple A.
I think you should put him in New Day. Big O. I'd love that, mate.
No way.
I'd love that, mate. So we're
It's going
gonna
to be
go.
Grayson Waller. Let's be honest, it's going to be Grayson Waller. The teased it now, it's going to be
I don't think it
Grayson
will.
Waller.
I don't think it will. I think the way they were yesterday, I think they'll be like, I think they'll try and build someone else in. I don't know who. I can't think off the top of my head. They could use people from NXT potentially. I don't know, but I don't think it will be Waller.
Tozawa.
I can only hope so. Fucking hell. Right, we're going to go to comments now. So this is the comment section, and we're going to read some of your comments from the last videos. This was the main event we put out last week, John, which was obviously about Evolution and All In, mainly about All In, and Saturday Night's main event and NXT. So Top Rope has said Seth Rollins was reported scheduled to defeat LA Knight before suffering an injury at Saturday Night's main event. It was noted that Rollins' injury is 100% legit and led to the finish of the match quickly being changed on the spot with Knight coming out victorious. The extent of the injury is currently unknown, but the feeling internally is that it doesn't look good and could lead to Rollins missing significant time. I'll tell you now, he's cashing in at SummerSlam. I'll tell you why in a minute. And Gunther is currently planned to be John Cena's final opponent. Apparently, this means Cena is turning babyface soon. I don't think it's as bad as everyone's making out. I do think he's cashing in. I think WWE think, because they made a big thing about Roman Reigns being on every single Raw leading up to SummerSlam. Newsflash, there was 2 Raws when they announced it. So, big deal. I love Roman Reigns, as we all know, but let's call it what it is. WWE trying to get fucking best out of something that they can't. I do think it's... Becky posted a video this week on Instagram of Seth on crutches. There was no boot, nothing. It was just on crutches. I don't think it's legit. I think some of it's legit, and I do think he's going to heal. And he spent the last 3 weeks healing. I do think he's cashing in at SummerSlam now. On Punk. I think Punk's going to win the title. And he's going to cash in on Punk. There's something about it that doesn't seem... He's not come out with a big statement saying... Like, you know, when people get injured and it's a long period of time and they're just on the run of their lives and they come out going, oh, I'm so upset, but he's not done anything. He's not been on social media, which makes me think WWE said to him, keep quiet. People will forget about you. And in 3 weeks, when we have SummerSlam, because, 3 weeks is a long time, everyone will be, oh my God, Seth Rollins is back. Just throw it back to John Cena in 2008 or 7 when he got injured. But instead of 3 weeks out, he took 4 months out and was back earlier. But that was a legit surprise. This wouldn't be a surprise. All Elite Wrestling fella, was that Dave? Was his name, sorry, John? Was it your alt account? If TNA/TKO/WWE have really allowed Enzo back onto TV, then I feel this is a huge L for Tony and AEW, who have the other half of the great tag team ever. It's like WWE said, book Enzo and let's see the reaction of your show. Then we'll take him back if it is all okay. Let's say the rumours... this is about something else. Let's say the rumours are true. I have this idea of Britt Baker coming to WWE as an outsider, like Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, raising havoc on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT over the few weeks. There's been no word on Britt Baker. The last thing we heard was she was still not in creative plans, and she was still not. There was still no plans for her to come back anytime soon. So we don't know what's going on with Britt Baker. Heel Jack has said, when it loads, my internet for you. Mercedes having the names of all the women she beat on a coat is generational. The Young Bucks have played a bigger part in professional tag team wrestling than Legion of Doom. The Hardys, the Dudleys, the New Day, and the Usos, they helped start a whole new company for a start. He also says, please take time to savor the time Jericho has been taken off. It's easy to forget, but after years of everyone asking, just to remember right now that he is, and I'm not hating at all, used to be the GOAT. Hopefully he can come back with something different, whether it's rejuvenation in the ring, a better character, he's had several hits and misses, or just a better self-awareness of later in his usage and playing more of a coach or mentor role while not completely being out the ring. Usi Juicer has said Bayley helped Alexa train for WWE matches after a pregnancy break. Bayley took the released superstars out for dinner. Bayley goes out of her way to cheer for her best friend Mercedes working in AEW. Drew McIntyre was busy, so Bayley went out and promoted his new movie at the red carpet. Cody Rhodes once said that Bayley is the real locker room leader, not him, and Cody was not wrong. Every company should have a leader like Bayley. My favourite one's not here that I responded to. Asian Nightmare, my best mate. We've had a bit of a tiff this week. He says, I'm sorry, but Seth's injury is 100% preventable. If Triple H wasn't such of an egotistical, horrible businessman who thought, you can see where this is going, who forced his talent to go out there and try to counter program All In last night, then Seth would still be all good. What's really sad is that Seth's injury and Oldberg's retirement barely amounted to a popcorn fart because the whole world was still buzzing over All In. So yeah, time to give up, Paul, because your booking is trash. Prayers go out to Seth because it's not his fault. His boss doesn't care. He also said, keeping the briefcase on Seth. Thoughts, obviously the news about Seth's knee injury could be disastrous considering he's involved in so many storylines and holds the Money in the Bank briefcase. I've seen multiple ideas online of having Braun take the briefcase or having Seth relinquish it to like Mr. Kennedy did in 2007. However, Seth's injury isn't enough to keep him out until June next year. Wouldn't it be better for him to keep it, return for a surprise cash-in? Thinking the most logical solution is just as Roman is about to win the title back. Because let's be honest, he will one day. I'll tell you right now, Roman's never winning the title again. Seth appears out of nowhere, nails Roman with a briefcase, and once again proves that Rollins' Reigns' Achilles heel would make fantastic moment and make sense storyline-wise. So then I bit here. I've nibbled, mate. So who's to blame for Adam Cole? Triple H? How dare he? This isn't ballet. Injuries happen. No one said this about Tony when he went head-to-head with NXT. How dare he put his superstar's health at risk? You do realise the main event for All In was a Texas death match. Seth choosing to do a normal lion salt compared to a fork in the head says all about Tony Khan. I did this because I had a nibble, mate. I'm not going to lie. I don't mean half of it, but I nibbled. And he put, Matt is the best live bait, period. So I put, actually, that's Ted. But I'm next. So I did nibble. I apologise. Mr. Green says WWE really did not care for Goldberg. Firstly, a Saturday Night's main event match, and now this. I'm not a Bill Goldberg fan by any means. This is what I wanted to get your thoughts on, actually. But WWE cut his retirement speech off, even after they had extra time due to the Seth Rollins vs. LA match. Maybe if they cut out one of their 66 fucking adverts, he would have been able to speak to his fans, friends, and family the way he deserved. Having to look at Michael Cole with his rushed expression on his face as he stood next to Goldberg is all you need to know about the WWE product. It's truly pathetic. AEW talk, hear me out. Edge's AEW contract is up in October. My mind immediately goes to one thing. There's still hope for one last dance with Cena and Edge. Now, I did put, to be fair to the WWE, it's NBC that cut the time off because it's on NBC. Are you asked that Goldberg didn't get a retirement speech? Do you know anyone that's asked about Goldberg not having a retirement speech? Cool.
Yeah, that guy.
Maybe Mr. Green, because we fucking don't. But popped in 4 days ago and said Scott D'Amore thinks the Young Bucks could leave AEW and join WWE to have a WrestleMania moment. Scott D'Amore has said Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland beat the Young Bucks. With a gimmick, the Bucks are no longer EVPs. You have top stars of tomorrow beating the guys who helped build the company. The Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, have done everything there is to do in AEW as characters and as real-life executives. It's no secret WWE wanted the Bucks badly before they helped form AEW, and I can see Matt and Nick, not tomorrow, but at some point, maybe deciding it's time to go have a WrestleMania moment like fellow AEW founder Cody Rhodes did. The Young Bucks will run circles around the entire WWE Tag Team division. WWE built and promoted Evolution terribly, but the women's division took a shit and turned it into gold. It ended up being arguably the best pay-per-view this year. Once again, leads to the question, why aren't WWE giving women equal time on a weekly basis? Thoughts on the Bucks? Maybe doing that? Do you agree? Do you not agree?
No, it's their company. Cody, one of them going, but you take Bucks, so Bucks and Kenny have got like some written agreement. One goes, you all go. And you take them away. from the company that they built. There's no one there then.
Yeah.
From the established, and I think AEW loses its magic. Then, if you lose the real reason that company started, it's already lost its path with what it started out to be.
What
Give
it was.
people,
Yeah.
yeah. If you take away the heart and soul, and look, you look whether you like them or not. Kenny, the Bucks were the heart and soul of the company. Losing Cody was, it was a kick, but Cody worked himself into a position where he couldn't go for the title, he couldn't do a lot of things. Yeah, you take away the Bucks, you're pulling what, and Kenny, you're pulling away the heart and soul of the company. You're on the WCW countdown then.
Could you see it happening though? Like, I know obviously the deal they've got, but could you see the Bucks going to make us the legit best tag team? Could we need to go in at a WrestleMania moment?
I could do, and I do believe we were very close to it. I do believe we were very, very close to it before AEW come. But I think there's issues there that need to be sorted first with people that work within WWE, because they have personal issues.
I just realised one of them. Punk.
Yeah, well, obviously not necessarily him, but that could be easy. Just keep them out of the way and have a peace talk, and like, he's not going to work each other. That's please stay out of each other's way. But there's people there that they would. So obviously the legends have like they feel like they should be bowed down to by people, and then that's caused issues with the Bucks when they've gone for trials before they were massive.
Okay.
And they have a few issues with people, i.e. Booker T being one of them, and obviously Booker's
That's what.
in it with NXT and doing whatever, and he basically blocked the original move. He basically run them down and said they were disrespectful and stuff, and got the original move to WWE blocked.
Mm-hmm.
I think JBL's another one they had issues with. I'll have to re-look through the book. RVD was another one, but that's been made up because they've had him on his show. But
in today's day and age with Triple H there, could you see it?
Yeah, but I think that they would need to have full creative control.
Yeah, I agree.
Of their characters, full creative control of their characters, and I know the original contract that they were offered before AEW was creative control. If creative put something together that you didn't like, they could turn it down, and if they weren't put back on TV within a certain limited time and in a storyline that they liked, they were able to walk away from the contract. No issues, no 60-day, 90-day, whatever. That was the original offer. They were offered, all three of them. If they got something along that lines, I think that will be what will entice them in. But I think the creative control for them is what will be the big thing. I don't think it necessarily be money, because they're making enough money now at AEW. I think the big thing that always has been for them is having control over their own characters.
That's where I think they
and working with creative.
That's where I think they will come, because I don't think Triple H would do that. And it's not just
That's the issue.
TKO.
It's that you think about it, they've got control over where their characters are booked, and well, they have full control, but they have to, they have a say in what's getting done with their characters. They've got full say in their merch, what merch is being made for them. It's designed by Dana, Matt's wife, most of the times, with Matt's input.
And that's the other thing.
Yeah. Then there's so many people that have got jobs because of them as well. So like a Brandon Cutler and Dana and stuff like that have got jobs in AEW because of them backstage. It's always like,
could they not keep their jobs if they go?
Not if they're travelling around the country in the opposite schedules with AEW.
I mean, I don't know what
Cutler the way does. What does
Cutler do?
Do you know what? I don't even know what Cutler's doing now, because he had two contracts: one as a wrestler, and one as their videographer for BTE. BTE's done. Brandon Cutler. So I don't even know what Cutler's doing nowadays, because he's not been on anything. He's been on an independent match recently.
this hasn't been updated in time. Cutler now acts as an associate stooge as the member of the Elite.
Yeah, it hasn't been. He was in an independent match not long ago. But yeah, I think that's what holds them back, and I think that's the same thing with Kenny. It would hold Kenny back as well.
I think they're more likely to give it to Kenny than they are Bucks. I know you obviously you lose Kenny, you lose the Buck. I get that bit, but I think they would be more willing to say, right, we'll give you creative control to Kenny because of what Kenny is.
But it's if they want to persuade Kenny across.
I know that's what I'm saying.
It will be the contract conversation will be a 3-man conversation. So if one gets, the other two get.
And that's where it'll break down because WWE or TKO will go, right, we'll give you creative control, Kenny. You can do whatever you want. But Bucks, we make your t-shirts. And you can have some creative control, but we have the final say. And you ain't going anywhere if you don't like it.
I think the one
Legends
that
thing,
they have to impress it.
I think the Legends thing, is not an issue anymore. That was under Vince and Triple H. I don't think that's because
How they
who was it? JBL's not there. He's not under a Legends deal.
It was Booker and RVD. They're the three names I remember.
RVD, I think, is under a Legends contract, but he's never in WWE. He doesn't do anything backstage. He comes in for special Raws. Booker, I mean, he's on NXT out the way, so they won't even see Booker because he doesn't do anything else other than that. And LFG. So the Legends thing, I don't think would be an issue. The issue would be the creative control and the t-shirt thing, more than anything. But it'd be interesting. I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him in there. Tag teams now in WWE. What like the DIY? I think them and Profits would be a great match. Berto and Angel would be a good match between them.
I think the other thing as well is you touched on it earlier. WWE like to split tag teams up.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
You can't. Them two will never split.
I don't think they would though. I think if you look at them, you can't. They're literally the same person. I don't think you could do that. I think they would legit.
They've had singles matches. They've had single matches in tournaments and stuff like that. They've done single matches, but they're not a team sport.
Yeah, to say Nick could go on and win the Intercontinental title, I think that's something that they wouldn't do. You when you see a tag team, you just know.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they. I mean, I could be very wrong, and we could be sitting here in a year's time, and Young Bucks have left AEW, and they are in WWE, and Nick's got the Intercontinental Championship. But I don't think they would with the Bucks. I think they would obviously. That's where the creative control would come in for them as well.
Yeah, I do think that the three of them could potentially. Obviously, we could be talking about a totally different thing in a year's time or 2 years' time, or whatever. But I do think potentially them three could be the biggest three names in wrestling history to never wrestle in WWE.
Yeah, agreed. Totally agree. Last thing he says is, so let's look at Goldberg. Cracked the referee's rib in his last match and never apologised. He did. I don't like Goldberg, but he did apologise. He apologised on a video on Instagram. Didn't thank Gunther, who led the match. And we don't know if he thanked Gunther. One, his speech got cut off, and two, we don't know what happened backstage. Got his final match in his hometown with the world title on the line and still complained. Spent years trashing WWE for not giving him a send-off and then got one acted like it wasn't good enough. And WWE posted his full retirement speech on the YouTube channel, which has hit over 1 million views, and he didn't even acknowledge it. Bret Hart was right. I've never seen Bret Hart's right in my life, so that's not happening. Don't like Bret Hart. You can fuck off. One last thing before we call it a night, whatever time you're watching this. Twitter, or X, has put together a list of superstars that have the most abuse by wrestling fans. And this is where my Wanker of the Week comes in. Because we're doing a new segment called Wanker of the Week. It's very surprising that only 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh no, there's quite a few actually. I was going to say there's only a few AEW, but there isn't. There's a few. It's mainly WWE. Nikki Bella, over the past month, has had 19.3% abuse. Along with that 19.3% abuse is Natalia, Ricochet. It's probably one of them's me, sorry. It's not, I don't tweet. Will Ospreay got 19.8% abuse. Britt Baker got 20.1. She's not even fucking wrestling, so I don't know why you're giving her reviews. Alexa Bliss got 20.4. John Moxley got 20.7. Jade Cargill got 21.4. The Young Bucks got 24.8% abuse. Cora Jade got 24.9 abuse. Chris Jericho got 25.7. Mr. Phil Brooks, John's favourite person in the whole wide world, he's even got a pillow over him, he loves him that much. CM Punk, 27.9%. Who do you think? I don't think you'll know who the top 5 is. You'll probably get one of them, or two of them maybe, but the 3 you won't get. Yeah. None of them are male.
Is Rhea in there?
No. She didn't make the top 15.
Charlotte.
Charlotte's number 1 at 36.4%.
Io?
Nope, not made the list.
Says Monet.
Yes, number 3, 29.6.
Becky Lynch.
Nope, not on the list. There's 1 from WWE. 2 have got no company. You definitely won't get one.
Lyra Valkyrie.
No. So the WWE is Nia Jax at 35.3%. She's hardly on TV, so why the fuck everyone's hating on her is a different story. Yeah. One of the number 4 is Saraya at 29.3%. Number 5 is Tegan Knox. Got 28.6% abuse.
I don't get a lot of this stuff, but Tegan Knox is something I read on yesterday online, or something about Tegan Knox, and yeah, I'm with you on the wank of the week of the wrestling community. Tegan Knox is doing nothing fucking wrong.
Yeah,
Tegan Knox got released. She's been injured pretty much her entire WWE run.
Mm-hmm.
Then she was booked and not booked very well when she was fit. And then she's been released. She tried to work in the independent. She can't get any work in the independent. She's gone and done what every other female wrestler's done that's been released. I started up an OnlyFans to try and fund her life.
Yep.
And people have got a problem with her. Get off her fucking back.
Yeah. The only thing that's pissed people off with her is, and I don't know why, because I wouldn't, but people have, is they have, she said something about LGBTQ in wrestling and how it's not a bigger representation than it should be, and people have obviously seen their ass.
I agree.
It. Oh no, I totally, you know me and my stance with my nephew and stuff. I totally agree. I agree. But then you know what people are like, and have seen their ass and gone, mum, now you got given your opportunity, blah blah blah. This is where my wanker of the week comes in. Wanker of the week is the internet wrestling community once again for the second week running. You twats. You're absolutely bunch of twats. Stop it. You got people showing up at Liv Morgan's house. You got people breaking into Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch's house when they're not even there. Coming up to Rhea Ripley's house, sending mail to their house instead of the PO box, or to WWE so they can get it. Meeting them at airports, getting them to sign fucking everything. Like, I get the heroes, but my hero is Roman Reigns. I'm not flying all over the world to go. No, he's not my hero, but my favourite wrestler is Roman Reigns. I'm not flying over the world to go meet Roman Reigns and stand at his house and go, will you find this, please? One of my favourite footballers, Ryan Giggs. Not personal life, football. I'm talking personal football. I'm not following him around. Or any United player for that matter. Trust me, if I fucking saw some of them now, they'd fucking kill him. But that's a different story. But, like, you just don't... I don't get it. They're not... And these people that think you're talking to Alexa Bliss. I saw someone reply, sent someone money because she went, I'm at the airport and I've got no money. Can you send me some, please? And I'll send you a picture of me. One, why you fucking believe in that shit?
It's up, man. No, do you know what? It's stalking and shit like that. Like, if you really want to meet these people, there's conventions, especially in the US. This is where all the weirdos are. Sorry. Sorry, I'm doing fair offending anybody, but the
Fucking
majority
true.
of these weirdos are out in the US.
We're
You
not
just
talking
get
about
more
all of
conventions,
yous.
more meet
We're
and
just talking
greets.
about more
No,
some of
no.
yous.
You get more conventions, more meet and greet opportunities with all different superstars from every company and throughout every era. You've got Starcade that's on all the time. You've got the Fanatics events that are all the time. If you want to meet these people, pay your money and go meet them.
Yep.
Take your stuff
Fucking
to be
weird.
signed by them. There, don't go to their houses. Someone turned up at my house here. I tell you what had happened. The same thing that happened when they turned up at Eddie Hall's house.
Yeah. And people complain about that, and I'm like, get a grip. Fucking weirdos. And also, if you like Vince Russo, don't bother coming into our chat. Just a little FYI. In case he ever does watch. Because I did promote our YouTube channel quite a lot on that night. You know who you are. And people that were in the live on the Sunday know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you're not welcome if you like Vince Russo. And I didn't even say the other guy's name because I'm scared to get fucking banned. I can say it on here, Ryback. I say Ryback on TikTok, and it's for some reason we get a warning. So YouTube's fine now. One last
He's on
thing.
there, that's why, isn't he?
Yeah, he's watching us. He knows. He knows. He's got an anonymous account, so we don't see his name. I think this is ESPN tweeted out the top 25 tag teams in wrestling history. I'm gonna go through them dead quick just to see how stupid they are. I've not actually read this. I just saved it and then thought I'd come to it in the main event, so this should be fun. Number 25 is Street Profits. This is in wrestling history altogether, by the way, not just WWE. 24 is Los Guerreros. 23 is the Von Erichs. 22 the Fabulous Freebirds. 21 the Mega Powers. 20 APA. 19 is Triple H and Shawn Michaels. 18 the Rockers. 17 Wild Samoans. 16 Demolition. 15 Kane and the Undertaker. 14 the Outsiders. 13 is the British Bulldogs. 12 is Harlem Heat. 11 is Midnight Express. Top 10. Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard is number 10. Number 9 is the Steiners. Number 8 is the Rock and Roll Express. Number 7 is the Hart Foundation. Number 6 the New Age Outlaws. Number 5, I think this is in WWE. And number 5 is Edge and Christian. Number 4 is the Usos. There's no New Day. Number 3 is the Dudleys. Number 2 is LOD. And number 1 is the Hardy Boys. If that is ESPN that's come up with that list, they need checking. Their hard drive needs checking.
They need a wrestling fan to do it because if that's a WWE list as well, the Von Erichs didn't wrestle in the WWE or WWF.
Oh, it might not be then. And now we did Harlem Heat. So it might have been. It might have just been a wrestling one, but they missed out New Day, Bucks, and that's coming from me.
FTR.
FTR out on there. Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland out on there.
Swerve. Yeah. No Judgment Day.
Yeah, no Judgment Day. And they held the titles for so long. But yeah, that is it. That is it. I've got another one here actually. Before we go, top WWE wrestlers of all time. You ready this one? Again, this is the first time I'm looking over this. Number 25, Roddy Piper. Number 24, Kane. Number 23, Rey Mysterio. No dumb. No, to number 22, AJ Styles. Number 21. Well, this is wrong straight away. I'm finishing here. I don't know why he's there. Number 21 is Roman Reigns. What the fuck is he doing at number 21? Number 20 is below CM Punk. Number 20 is CM Punk. Number 19, Seth Rollins. Number 18, Brock Lesnar. Number 17, Bruno Sammartino. Number 16, Chris Jericho. Number 15, Andre the Giant. Number 14, Edge. 13, Randy Savage. 12, Eddie Guerrero. 11, Ric Flair. 10, Bret Hart. 9, Hulk Hogan. 8, Randy Orton. Number 7, Kurt Angle. Number 6, The Rock. Number 5, The Game, Triple H. Number 4, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Number 3, Shawn Michaels. Number 2, Undertaker. Number 1, John Cena. Roman Reigns is 21 and
Agree.
Seth Rollins is 19. I agree with the top 5.
Andre shouldn't be that high up. I
Andre
don't
shouldn't.
believe.
I can't say about people
I,
like
I would.
Andre and Bruno. I can't say. I can only just go off what I know. So I don't agree.
I like
I don't.
Andre, and
Go on.
I love Andre, but he didn't do a lot for WWF. He was an attraction wrestler. He came around for like the pay per views and stuff. He weren't around for very long.
How long was he around in WWE for?
I think he had a long contract, but like not a lot of appearances. But yeah, having Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins near the bottom of that list, someone's having crack.
So Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are below Brock Lesnar. Bruno Sammartino, Chris Jericho, Andre the Giant, Edge, Randy Savage, Eddie Guerrero, Ric Flair, Bret Hart, Hulk Hogan. Now, for me personally, because of his title reign, Roman Reigns for me would be at least top 13, probably top 10 for me, and Seth Rollins would be in top 10. I would move Hulk. I know why people won't, but I would move Hulk and Bret because people are very quick to look at nostalgia and go, right, well, Hulk and Bret, what they did for the company. But Seth and Roman has surpassed for me what Hulk Hogan did in WWE.
Yeah.
And Bret. They've surpassed it. Seth is the best wrestler WWE have. Very close underneath to Gunther. He's Gunther, sorry. And Roman since he became tribal chief in 2020. That's all. You can even go on about the big dog and what he accomplished before that, but he has literally been the face of WWE since he came in. When you think about WWE, you think of John Cena, or when he came in, John Cena at the time, CM Punk, he's not anymore, and Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar were your main ones. And then Brock faded away, Cena faded away, and you were left with Roman and Seth, because Moxley went, which rightly he should have, because he was made a joke. Even though some people came in on Sunday and said Moxley was better in WWE, but you obviously had your eyes closed. So that list is also a joke, and you need your hard drive chicken.
Wow. It's a nice way to end this week's video.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know the spiel by now. We are Wrestling Fellas, and we are Wrestling Fellas everywhere. Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Go follow, subscribe everywhere. Leave your comments down below. Obviously, we'll read them out. Let us know what you think of everything that's going on this week. Was AJ's return? It's phenomenal. Did you watch Slammiversary?
I forgot to say he came back with I Am.
I didn't hear it. Did he come out to his music?
Mate, he came out to his original
I'll have to go back and watch
music.
it back. I'll have to go back and
when
watch
it went, get ready to fly, the crowd went nuts. It was sick, and you could tell he had tears in his eyes. It was mint. And then I said when that happened, I went, please give me that in 2K. I need that song in 2K.
But one of them ones you have to lock through fucking...
Don't get me started on that! Triple H, the things I've got to get for 99 Triple H just to get my time, joke. 2K, you're on my fucking hit list. Unless you want to collab with us, then you're not.
But peeps, till next week, we will catch you later. Peace.
Peace.